Wars book that I used to write until everyone kind of made a big stinky about it. So, Annette never used it. And then there's these pencils, the color pencils. Really nice. Someone had sent, I think it maybe was totally Tiffany's too. Someone else maybe even sent some. I think we have 2 sets. But the book said Express Yourself Mindfulness Coloring Book. And I thought that was interesting because, with everything going on right now, I thought it was fitting. So I was going to read the little things that are really short and then color a little bit with you guys, but then talk too. But I might end up just kind of talking and not coloring at the same time. And then getting the coloring in a minute. But I'll read a little bit of that book in a minute here. But so I'm sitting in my little chair here.
Just sit there and color. They don't mind.
Yeah, I might color a little bit too. Yeah. But no, I'm sitting in my big chair. But I found this chair on one of the bulk days. It's actually perfectly good. I don't know why they were throwing it out. Probably didn't need it. But anyways, I figured out book days every other week, which I don't actually go looking for stuff anymore. We have too much stuff in the house now. But I always get rid of some of our stuff and the extra trash that we, build up from the 2 other weeks, because they have it every 2 weeks. So I'm feeling really good today. It was a little bit of a rough, actually I woke up in a really good mood, but then, I'm dealing with a lot of anxiety right now, which it's getting alleviated when I go to the meetings, and it's really good to experience. Like, I went there when I was in my 20s, and I loved it then, and but then I stopped, and after a couple of years, and all this time, like, it's been really hard, and like the last 10 days have just been like really easy. Like each day has been easier. So I don't know, it just feels really good, and I just feel more and more calm each day. I don't know, so it's really cool. And now we've been trying to go to like the 7 a.m. meetings, so then it's like good. It's uplifting in the morning, and I'm really glad we went today. So we'll probably go to another one too. But I'm feeling just really relieved of like all my addictions and afflictions, like each day, like more and more. It's weird. Like for so many years, I was either like wanting to, like trying to not drink, like, and then kind of getting used to not drinking, or then wanting to drink all the time if I was drinking. But then the times that I wasn't drinking, if it was recent to the times that I had been drinking, then all I wanted to do was drink, and I was just like white knuckling it. And then the times I'd been sober a long time, you just kind of get used to it. But I think in the back of your mind, you always think, oh, I want to do that again. But now at the meetings, I haven't wanted to drink for like 10 days. Like, it's just been crazy. Like, not at all. Like, it's like, oh, this is great.
So we've been going to a couple groups that we're trying to just. We have 2 home groups, and we're trying to decide.
We
might get a sponsor.
Well, now we have 3 we're actually kind of getting stuck with.
Before she just jumps down on a sponsor, there's plenty that want to be your sponsor.
Yeah.
But there's another group that she kind of likes that thinks that might be a sponsor there.
There's 3 groups that we're feeling really torn, and they all want us there, like a lot. Like they're like, come back tomorrow. Like I know they say it to everyone, but like we've been to each one quite a few times, but they'll be like, where were you yesterday? And we were like, we don't want to tell them we were like cheating on them at the other group. So we went at a different time or something, but you feel bad. We're over down the street. And there's 3 of them at 7 a.m. And we're like, oh man, it's tough. But we're going to bounce back and forth between 2 of them. But then there's a 12, 15, and a 2:30 that are 2 different ones too that we're like, so what happens is if we do if we go back and forth with 2 7 a.m.s, those ones will cover our 2 of them. But then we got to cover our 2:30 is the one that we have to go. That they have a 7 a.m. too, but we don't usually go that one. But that one, we feel bad because we met quite a few people there too. Like everyone's exchanged numbers and all this stuff. Oh, there's several ladies I'm considering for my sponsor. There's one lady in particular. I've only been there 10 days, so I'm just waiting. I have my books.
Really cool.
Got my books. Ooh. I've been reading them. anyways, yeah. And I got quite a few chips already. You can get one every day for the first 30 days. I don't want to do that because I just feel like that's wasteful. But I have like 5 of them because we got to like 5 different groups that wanted to give them to us. We got in more groups than that, but 5 that really wanted to give us a chip. And we're like, we'll have one from another place. And I haven't yet gotten to a women's meeting, but we're probably going to do that. We were talking about this morning. Rich wants to go to a men's meeting. But the problem is we only have one car, so we have to figure out, we could go at different times, but it'd be great if it could be like where they're staggered or something, or they were close enough where we could both, where he could drop me off, and then he could go to the men's and then come back and pick me up.
You don't mind, you'd have to hang out there for a little bit.
That would be good. Yeah, we could do that.
We just talk to somebody, grab out the meeting.
What is this today? What time?
Tonight.
Oh, that's what I do. Yeah, maybe tonight. The thing is, I get tired at night, as you guys know. I like mornings and afternoons. Is there an afternoon one like that?
No, we go to. We got a men's meeting, a Zoom meeting, a men's eating meeting.
Oh, I don't want to do the Zoom meetings. I like to be there in person.
Oh, no way. This might be interesting. They've got it's a men's meeting at the Jackpot Bar and Grill.
That sounds terrible. So there was a guy at the meeting today.
Called the Cartel.
I guess you're not really supposed to. I'm not going to tell like much about it, but it's anonymous. But there was supposedly some bar back in the day that if you gave your chip, they would give you a free drink, which is a terrible thing to do to someone.
Trying to get them hooked back on?
Yeah, like someone who's an alcoholic.
That's a crazy
like if they gave them any chip they had, they give them a free drink. It's like a terrible thing for a bar to do, like to promote, get there, like whoever they want to sell their alcohol, but it seems terrible. To me, like you would be like, oh man, I don't want to get you back hooked on that. You're an alcoholic. You got a 40-year chip or something. I mean, can you imagine? Take it. Give me that beer. So yeah, it's really good to go to the meetings. We really feel welcome everywhere. There's a problem is we've been going to too many, and then we're like, oh dear, they're gonna wonder where we went, think we're gonna be drinking again or something, because you feel accountable to all the people. Like, oh, you coming back tomorrow? I literally told them today we're coming tomorrow, and then Rich said, no, I want to go to the other one tomorrow. I said, oh shoot, I told the ladies I was going back tomorrow.
Jeremy Stark says, yay, I thought you guys were gone.
Oh no.
Yay, I'm glad you're so back.
Oh yeah, no, we're still here.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah, we just haven't really been. I've been working on my sobriety, so it's really cool. Now we're back in AA, so now we feel really good. It feels good, yeah. So thank you everyone that was recommending that for so long. It was Annette who finally kicked my bum. Oh yeah, so yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw the live. We took Annette bowling. She loved it.
I love you more.
She loved it, and so she wants to start bowling. Hopefully, like we could take her like once a week or something. Fingers crossed, she'll keep doing it. But she had a great time, and she said she would. She's been doing things more. Like she'll go dancing now, weekly, and then the fact that she went out for her birthday, that was crazy. She hasn't done that in years. Not even last year did she want to go anywhere. Like she just said she wanted to stay home. And so that was really amazing, and she's so much fun. She actually did get all the pins at it was the what would be a spare, but it was a strike. She missed them the first time, so she got them all one time. But then she got frustrated because she kept getting gutter balls. But she could do it, because she did get it the one time and stuff. Because it's a little harder for her now, because her dexterity and everything got messed up from the stupid mental health medicine. They now have the ads about it. It's like, I think it's called like TD or something like that. I forget what it's called. Like tarded. No. Hold on. I gotta close this door. Casper's getting a little bit spunky about when he wants something. No. It's Casper. It's Casper. Casper.
No, we gotta tell you something we're doing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She wants to go to a museum.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Okay, that'd be great.
The mob museum, but Annette thinks that'd be boring. She has a better idea.
Which one?
Which one did you want to go to?
The mob museum?
The mob? Do you want to go to the mob, or do you want to go to the law museum?
Oh, wait, the mob. Yeah.
The mob museum.
Yeah, the mob.
Okay, we'll go to the mob museum, yeah. Okay, let's do it. All right, let's do it. Definitely.
That's exactly what she said.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Okay. She called it the law museum.
Okay, let's do it. All right. Close the door a bit, because Casper's being spunky right now. Yeah, because he wants more treats, but we can't give him no more treats. Casper's our buddy, and he's kind of on a diet. He actually is on a diet. He's starting to eat hay now, you guys. It's amazing. Because we take away everything else. Oh, he's such a little butthead about it, though. Certain times when he wants something. Oh, he can just be a punk. And you guys like, just your buddy. How does you'd be surprised how annoying he can be and how sweet he can be. How he just flips it if he doesn't get his way. He's a little guy. He's a little funky guy. We love him so much. I've been cuddling with him so much lately because now that I've been sober, like, he likes me better. He did not like me when I was drinking, like, at all.
Virtual hugs to Gloria and Annette.
Oh, yeah, I know. They had so much fun yesterday. We had a great time. It was really fun. And then we went to lunch. They had just, like, a really good time. Annette said it was the best day. Oh, and then she had her cake. She loved her cake. So it was a really, really good day for her.
Max says that's how AA meetings be.
They're the best. I actually get so pumped up. No, I have...
Adriana's here.
Oh, hey, Adriana. Yeah, the problem is we've gone to too many already where... is my microphone working, by the way?
It is.
Okay, good. I didn't know if I needed to, like, yell. We've gone to so many now that I feel accountable to several sets of people. So, like, and we haven't jumped back at a couple of them, and you know that they're wondering, like, oh, what happened to those people? But we have been going every day to meetings. It's just we haven't always gone to the same meetings. But to those people, they don't know, you're bouncing all over town. We've gone to several. We actually didn't go into, no, we haven't gone inside of one of them, but we want to. We drove by one night and we're like, you know what, let's go to the one we knew, and that was just funny. That one we want to go to, but all the other ones we've gone in. There's one that we decided we won't go back to, but it's been a lot. We've been driving all over town, and there's like 3 that we like love, but they have like the same times, or times that are like too close that we're not going to go.
Happy New Year. Today is my mom's 83rd birthday, so give her a shout out.
Hey,
her name
happy
is
birthday.
Gloria.
Oh, happy birthday.
So her mom's name is Gloria too.
The 83rd. Oh, Gloria. Then Gloria's going to be 83 this year too. She's 82 right now.
And
But
Janelle,
in March, she turns 83.
Janelle thinks that, Janelle, she thinks that Annette would really love like doing a bowling league to meet her.
Oh, yeah, but Annette just said she wants to go to the Mob Museum, so that'll be good. We'll do that. But also we're going to do bowling. But we're going to start trying to like take her out more, because she didn't used to ever want to.
I'm just looking for more little fun things to do every week.
Now it sounds like she wants to, so yeah.
Rick Young loves those plaid pants.
You know what, you guys? I had to throw out the red ones. Can you believe that? Not the top. No, hold on. No, wait. It's not fully gone.
Joy, you are so beautiful. You are glowing today.
Oh, thank you. I feel much better.
That is from Chairman Meow.
The top's not gone, but the pants had like probably like 4 holes, like both knees, huge holes, and in the butt a big hole, and somewhere else a hole, and I was still walking around those things, and finally I was like, oh, the seam here was like hung, like it had detached from the black, like the, you know what I'm talking about, where like the flannel and attached from black. And I'm wearing these things, like walking around everywhere, like in Manhattan. They weren't fully holy yet, but they still had some holes in Manhattan. I'm like, ridiculous. When I drink, I don't care. I'm like, whatever. I barely get out of my pajamas. But actually, when I've been going to meetings, I've been putting on my jeans, that's been a long time since I put on jeans. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it was about the jeans. It was like so much effort. Like, they're uncomfortable or something. But mine are actually pretty comfortable. I don't really wear anything uncomfortable. So I'm like, actually, these aren't bad. I used to wear them all the time. But then I just was living in these things. And I ruined the other ones, but I do still have the top. But I have it like, it looks like I never ever get out of that. All my photos of that shirt.
People say they don't wear their jeans either.
I know, it's like, but once you start feeling better, you want to put your jeans back on.
It's amazingly healthy today.
Thank you. It's day 10 of going to AA, so it's because it's not just like about being sober. It's like something about, well, it's God and just the fellowship of the people and the upliftingness of it. Because the other days I was more or less like white knuckling it, like I'd done more days sober, but it was like, and I also was kind of just waiting to drink again, but now I don't want to drink anymore. Like I'm like, well, drinking? No, why would I do that? But I was supposed to go to New York tomorrow. I canceled that trip because I don't feel strong enough. I'd only be day.
You still could go. Let them know that you still could go. I mean, you could go.
I could still go because we couldn't cancel the airlines, so I could go. We've actually, and we got refunded everything. I could still go.
We were thinking, we were not serious, but we were like, hey, I mean,
Well, and it
we considered it.
because finance is stuck here in Vegas right now, but I just don't think it's worth it. I think it's most important for me to stay sober, and then I think everything will work out financially. But it is very scary right now. But I don't think it's smart for me to go to New York because I don't actually think I can stay strong the whole time by myself. Because I think, if I went to an AA meeting every day, but I don't know if I will when I'm by myself. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's really helpful having Richard, and we go together, and we, support each other and stuff. So, I don't know. It's just too scary for me. So, I canceled the trip, but it's scary canceling the trip because, yeah, I could still go because I'm supposed to leave tomorrow. And we have the airline is not, both ways have not been canceled. They can't be. But we were able to cancel the hotel, but we could book a new hotel in a minute. But it's just I just don't think it's a good idea. Because I think I could go to New York in the future, once I'm sober longer. But I think right now it's too risky in the beginning. I'm just not strong enough. So, I feel better about staying in Vegas. But it's scary because Vegas, lame lately. We'll probably just go to LA. That'll probably be the best option. But yeah, I feel very calm. You guys probably tell. I used to be so anxious. That's the thing that's happening is I'm just getting very, very calm. I don't feel that intense anxiety like I was feeling all the time.
Hello, Brittany.
It's kind of interesting because
Joe Rogers has 8 months today.
Hey, good job, Joe Rogers. Yay, good job. Man, 8 months. That is awesome. The first year is the hardest, so you can do it. You only got 4 more months to go, and then just stick with it. But if you go to AA, it's interesting. Not that I'm trying to promote AA, but for me in my life, I find that each day is easier, not harder. Where when I was trying to do it myself, it felt like something just got harder and harder. Because even if you're 50 days into it or whatever, even when I was, I had stopped for years too. I think the most I'd stopped for was about 3.5 years. And I didn't think about it, but I think in the back of my mind, I never thought I was never going to drink again. You know what I mean? It was just I don't know. I just didn't think about it. But, I don't know. It feels good now to kind of just be. But I know I have to keep, working on it. It's not like I'm, fixed. But I just feel a calmness. And it's been really nice because I was just causing a lot of havoc in the house. It was. I was really struggling every couple of days. I would get sober for a couple of days. I was sober for Christmas. I was not sober right before Christmas. A couple of days before Christmas I was not sober, and then I was sober for Christmas. And then I was I'm going to make it through Christmas. And then I went to the 27th, and that was the last day. So I made it to the 27th. So I made it 2 days after Christmas. And then I was this is not good. Because then I was I got New Year's coming up, and then it's birthday. And my wedding anniversary. My 12-year wedding anniversary. So I was this is just, I could only make it 2 days after Christmas. So that's when I was me and Richard already talked about it's if you do this again, because there was this, big event that I, got not sober. And, he's if this happens again, you might need some help and can't do it yourself. I was all right, sure. But in the back of my mind, I was oh no, please let this work. Please let it work, because I don't want to when I need help, but then also thinking like I'm probably gonna mess up again. Because I was like, oh, I remember I was like, oh, and he was like, that means you're gonna do it again.
She works at this. You have good skin. They say your skin looks good.
Thank you.
But that's been an issue for you lately.
Well, yeah. Lately, when I was being unhealthy with the alcohol, my skin got really bad. What happens, I notice, is your skin gets very dry. I don't know if it's that you stop maybe giving yourself the daily care that you normally do. For me, because I know I normally apply some moisturizers and, wash my face with a couple different cleansers throughout the day and things, and I have different products I use, and when I am not sober, then when I'm drinking, then I don't care. Like, I forget about a lot of my hygiene. I still shower for the most part, unless I'm hungover or something, and I'm feeling good, but I think I forget to do all that. So with me, I notice it's like this. I get this a buildup of like really dry skin. And then it just starts to look really bad, like really flaky and terrible and stuff. And then I don't get that as much when I am not drinking. I don't know. And then also I get a bloated face when I drink, where it makes my eyes puffy. To where like I can't open my eyes barely, you know what I mean? So it's like pushing up on my eyes. So it's like right here in the cheeks are pushing up on the eyes or something. I don't know. So I wake up and I'm like, oh gosh, I can't open my eyes. And it just feels good to not have to deal with that stuff anymore. Because it was
Alcohol will dry you from the inside and out, it says.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It felt like it's like really dry skin.
Think about when you use alcohol to clean something.
I know, alcohol is a cleaning solvent. I was like, I cleaned the toilet really good today, which I hate cleaning the toilet. And it was, I don't know, I did it today and I was like, I don't know, it didn't bother me today for the first time in like years. I hate cleaning toilets. I don't know. I don't mind cleaning a lot of things. Like I love vacuuming. I love doing dishes. I don't mind cleaning up Casper's messes, every day, his litter box and all that. And, doing the beds and doing the laundry and all that kind of stuff in that room. But I hate doing toilets. And I did the toilet and actually, like, I don't know, like, enjoy cleaning the toilet for the first time. I was like, Because, when you're no.
Is he going out there?
Yeah, he's trying to.
Oh, little Stevie.
No, little Baja. No, Casper, is my bunny. And when he wants a treat, he gets spunky, and when we don't give it to him, he thinks they come from outside. So it's the one time he tries to go out of our room, because he normally never leaves the room. Like, this is his safe haven. But when he wants a treat, and when we're not, and when he thinks we're ignoring him, he says, I'll go get it myself. And he's gone out of the room, like, a couple times now. And I'm like, Rich was always like, oh, he'll never leave the room. And then he ran down the hallway, and I was like, I told you. Because it's not safe out there for him. Because it hasn't been, like, bunny-proof. Our room has been pretty bunny-proofed. There's some things that are, like, he just doesn't seem to bother with, like, where he's just, like, we've blocked him enough.
Hey, Janelle.
And the other things that he does chew on, we just let him.
And we literally passed by her, she says by her house every time we go to Santa Monica.
Oh my gosh. We're going to be going to LA pretty soon. It'll really depend on how this, they have this big show coming to Vegas, the Consumer Electronics Show at CES, which is a really big show here in Vegas. It used to be huge. I mean, they used to have like 400,000 people coming in here, but I don't know these days. Everything's changed since the pandemic, where it's just different, But, yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling, when I wake up in the morning, I feel like I look good again, and not like where you look like a wreck from the night before kind of thing. Does that make sense? Like, oh dear, what happened last night, and it's a good feeling. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel very, very, I guess, grateful, as they all say, but it's nice because there's just been a real calmness around the house. I mean, me and Rich are, still have arguments of which we're dealing with, because there was a lot of things that I did when I was drinking that were very hurtful. And so we gotta work. And it's hard sometimes for some people to understand that, like, for an alcoholic, like, when you drink, like, you just totally lose control. So people are like, why would you do this? Why would you do this? You're just like, it's hard to describe. It's just, I should have never drank in the first place is more the question, Why did I drink in the first place? Not like once you're already drunk, like, because I just do most ridiculous things that I really regret. So, yeah, I feel really bad about a lot of things, recently. Who's Casper, my little bunny? We've been cuddling so much. Cause,
So, do you ever like to go, get some self care, like massages or like a little spa, and get like the day spa stuff? I don't think anybody's offering to buy them. They just want to know if that's something you would do.
I don't know, maybe. The massages are pretty nice. I love a foot massage. Oh, man. Where'd you go? Casper, my bunny, he loves me. I'm glad I'm not going to New York too because Casper, but I do hate, we have to go to LA, but we only go for like 2 days, and he's gotten used to it. He kind of knows now because like we leave extra food and extra water, and so he doesn't like it, but he knows that we come back pretty soon. But when I would go to New York, sometimes that'd be like 12 days, and Richard would be here with him. He wouldn't be alone, but he didn't like that because he's my little buddy. So this is better. He's like checking out the tripod and the light right now and stuff. That's the legs of it, We lift up the cords so he can't get to the cords. Otherwise he'd be chewing on all the cords. We have like everything is like rigged in our room to do alive. We have to like lift it up and put it in these boxes and with the suitcases, there's balances, just like keep all the cords off the ground because bunnies will chew cords. So you have to. That's why it's not safe out there because out there there's probably some cords you can get into. But I don't know if you guys had heard, when we were vlogging before, we got the new dishwasher. That's going really great. We really enjoy that. It's making it much cleaner out there. It's just so nice how the dishes come out like shining and stuff. So we've been really trying to get things fixed around here, but it's tough because Vegas has just not been very. I don't know, no one's been very successful, I don't think, in Vegas right now. I think it's kind of been in a little bit of a slump. They really thought 2025 would be like the turnaround year, but it doesn't seem to be. So, we've been watching a lot of sports because there were so many during the holidays. Oh, I'm bummed now. I really love watching sports now. I don't like watching TV, but I love watching sports. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I'll watch sports all day, which then I realize, this is no better than someone watching TV all day. Like, in the sense where I'm just sitting in the bed all day. But I love watching sports. But yeah, I'm glad it's not all day because I was having a hard time getting out of bed. But actually going to these meetings in the morning has helped because I used to have more morning appointments, but that hasn't been the case lately. And so we always got up early, but lately we've been sleeping in a lot, especially if, I was ever drinking recently, then I would still be like, not wanting to get up early. And going to the 7 a.m. meeting is really helpful just to kind of like get up. And I got up like this morning at like 4:30, and I was going to sleep longer, but I was like, I should just get up and shower and stuff. And I showered, and I started laundry, and I cleaned the Net's room, and I cleaned this room, and I cleaned up Casper's stuff and all that. And all this before the meeting, and then it just feels good, that I got the meeting at 7 a.m. So, and come home to a clean house. And this is all like before we even had breakfast, which is nice because I think in the past, like when I get a little depressed, I just want to get up and immediately let's just have breakfast and let's go back to bed or whatever, instead of like really accomplishing anything. So feels good to accomplish a couple things, before to start the day. And because when we work primarily from home, and it's hard sometimes. You just want to get back in bed. It's not like we like stay in bed all day, but you want to get like back in bed. You know what I mean? If you're not feeling good, like I was feeling depressed for a while, so I never stayed in bed all day. I've never been one of those people, not unless I was insanely ill, or injured, but I always get out of bed and I'll, do things. But I'll sometimes even shower and then get right back in bed. But I I haven't been doing that now. So like it's been a big deal that I haven't been getting like back in bed like throughout the day. Not I mean I go to bed early, so 6 p.m. But actually Rich has been going to bed before me. Like I was actually gonna stay up later last night, and he got in bed at like 6 p.m. He's like, I'm tired, because he has been having to do a lot of stuff because I'm not really trusted to go by myself anywhere. I want that. It's not that he's saying that. It's I want that because in the past, every time I got a chance to go by myself, I was, sneaking alcohol. In the last couple, not like for a long time, but like in the last, before I just got sober, it was getting bad. So I don't feel that anymore, though. It's crazy. Like I feel just like really good. I don't know. So I recommend if anyone has been there before and didn't go back. I had been there when I was young, court ordered when I was 22 for a DUI. And I stayed till I was like 26, I think 26, yeah. But yeah, then I never went back until it was 10 days ago. Okay, someone sent this book. I think it was totally Tiffany a while back. It's a coloring book. It was for Annette, but she never did it. So I thought, you know what? I might color a little bit. But at least, I don't know if I'll color in front of you guys, but I'll at least read a couple of these things. Because it says, Express Yourself Mindfulness Coloring Book. So it says nice things. So it says, just add music for a second. Add music going. It says, Dare to Dream. Dreaming is not just child's play. It is important to us all. It inspires goals, propels action, allows you to set your direction, and makes decisions. When you dream big, there are no limits to where your journey will take you. That's nice. I got the little... You're supposed to color the things. I'm gonna do this. I got these colors. Someone sent these. I think it was Silly Tiffany. That one, the complex one. I'm gonna do the smaller one. Let's see. From what I wanted to start with. This one says, Picture your dream view. Write or draw something in the empty window that represents where you see yourself and or what you would like to be doing in the future. Okay. That one I'm not doing today. That one another day. These are interesting. Color your lifeline. Reflect on your stages of life and events that you feel define your story. Without overthinking it, represent your lifeline using color on this flowing image. For example, you can use shades of one color with lighter tones to reflect good times and the darker tones to symbolize harder times. This is a more complex book than I imagined. I wonder why I did this one. I thought it was just, I didn't know it was going to assign you things. This is good. I'll get these. Let's see. You are what you believe you are. I am strong. I am smart. I am kind. I am enough. I am successful. I am healthy. I am happy. I am beautiful. I am worthy. That one, I like that. I want to do that one. I like that it's pretty. It's got like flowers. So these are good though. A goal is a dream with a deadline.
Right.
Yeah.
Dallas says that your skin has been glowing lately.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Dallas.
It's funny because I don't think, like when you drink alcohol, like, okay, maybe the first time, but like over a year's time, it takes a long time for your body to recover, and it's very noticeable when you drink it.
Right. I noticed it always because I was going on and off over this last year. So I would really notice the difference. So I would know it when I was drinking that I was not looking good too. Like I was like, oh, every day was like, I was like, oh. And I would be like, oh, I'm not going to drink just for even the look stance. Because you really start, like, if you don't drink and then you drink, you really see the difference. If you've been drinking a long time, you might not notice. You're just, you are who you are. Like, but if you stop drinking, you would probably look better than you do. Not saying you look bad, but you probably would look better. Because I know from my experience, in the past, that was something that actually really got me to stop drinking, was not liking how I looked. Being like, oh, no way, I'm not going to keep doing that because that's not good. Like being like, I don't want to look like that. And actually when I first met Richard, well, not when I first met him. When I first met him, I think I was sober actually. When I first met him, but that was in like 2009. We didn't date till 2012. So 2009 I was sober, but so he saw me looking very good, but then when we ran into each other in 2012, I had just recently started drinking, and I looked bad. There's some photos. He puts them up once in a while, and I'm like, emotionally, I think he told me to try to be sexy, and I didn't even know how to be sexy. It was ridiculous, and I think it was funny. He was like, do a sexy photo, because we were in like it was like a bunch of us, this thing, and it was funny. There was a bunch of us, and I didn't know how to do it. I mean, it's so funny. I just didn't have any confidence, So, and it's important for a girl to feel good about herself, and really anybody, but especially women, because we a lot of times are held to very high standards with our appearance and stuff, and and men are too. I mean, I don't mean to not say men either, but I know like girls feel pressure from when they're very young, and it's interesting that something as simple and as complicated as stopping drinking will make you look so much better, like male or female. You know what I mean? But it's so hard for a lot of, and I never thought I would do it again, because me and Rich got sober in 2013 and stayed sober till 2016, and in those 3 years, I never thought that we would drink again. It seemed like unfathomable to me. But we were not going to AA. We were just doing it on our own. We were pretty much just working out every day and just eating a strict diet, whatever it was at the time. It was years ago. We did the thing where you track your calories on one of them things.
You are beautiful, look beautiful, everything today.
Thank you everybody for compliments.
Spokehead said Joy's hot.
Thank you, Spokehead. Thank you for the compliments, everybody. Yeah, I'm feeling good again. Honestly, I didn't even really want to come on live stream. Well, I mean, whenever I drank, I didn't really want to come on anyways, but I always said something stupid. But even when I wasn't drinking, like, it wasn't enough time in between for me to really feel confident again. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I didn't look good, like, from the alcohol. I just, when I looked at myself in the mirror, I didn't barely recognize myself. You know what I mean? Like, usually it was just the insanely puffy eyes. But like, what happens is my cheeks, I guess, rise up or something, where I can't open my eyes. Like, and I'm trying to like put these creams on. Oh dear, and it's like in these dark bags under the eyes. Oh, it's not gonna look any better. And you try to put makeup on that. One thing that's very difficult is your eyes are swollen, and you try to put eyeliner. Oh gee, it just gets worse. Because I had to work, so I was looking like that, and I was like, it's not good. And it happens so fast to me, because I see it happen when I go to New York, that I won't be drinking, and then I start drinking, and like, it could happen like day 2. Could happen even day 1, but usually it happens day 2. I'm like, oh no. Oh, not the eyes again. Like, I wake up like, oh no. Because I don't know till I wake up and I look in the mirror, oh no. It's not going to be a good day. Because it takes several days for it to go away, too. Oh. What, do you get punched in the eyes? I mean, what is going on here? I mean, it's like, it's so bad. And I'm like, well, this doesn't happen to everybody. Like, there's something wrong with me. So, yeah, I enjoy going to AA, because I definitely relate to everybody there. Everyone's so nice. I remember that. I mean, I always felt very welcome when I went in. The first year I went was 2008. And I really enjoyed it then. But,
Joy?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of something called a pink cloud? It's the beginning stage of recovery, and do you think you're experiencing that?
Pink cloud could be. Yeah, I know it's not going to be like, butterflies and pancakes. Gloria made pancakes today. I'm just kidding. I'm not saying that. I'm glad she made them.
I think you're pretty excited because you're not drinking.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited because I'm not drinking, actually. Because I actually get insanely depressed when I drink. And it was getting worse and worse. And it wasn't fun. I wasn't doing anything fun. I was just wandering off, going to the closest establishment that I could get alcohol, and just drinking to, like, basically pass out in a bush or something. It was, like, not very fun. You know what I mean? So, and I don't like not remembering things. I can't remember anything, even when I'm not drinking. If I had recently drank, I just don't remember things. Which is like, I thought you remember that. I'm like, no, sorry. Like, I just don't remember things. You know, like, my brain's just gone. So I'm starting to remember things now. The lady saying that she was a drinker for years, and her kids thought that she'd never remember stuff until she got sober. And now she's like, I remember things. Because it's true, like, drinkers too. You don't just forget when you're drinking. Like, it messes with your brain where you just, I don't know, they call it, I think, wet brain or something, where you just forget a lot of stuff. Like, I was wrong all the time about things. I'm like, I remember. Totally wrong. It's like, I don't recall things properly or recall them at all, you know. And not even if it was like during a time I was not drinking, it was just like if it's during the time that I drank within like maybe that week or something, I'd be like, oh, no. Like, I forget appointments or things, you know, like that. We never forget, and that's like, I have that posted. Never forget her injection appointments or her doctor's appointments, but we forget, you know, our appointments sometimes. Hey, Starseed, yeah. I actually have been really feeling just an overwhelming, like, gratitude to everyone. And I feel really bad about the things I did. Like, it's really hard, you know. The only thing that I can say about that, I'm grateful that things happen that I regret, is it made me want to go to AA. You know what I mean? Like, if things had not gone poorly, you know, then, you know, I might still be drinking. So, but it's really, I don't know, it feels good to not have to worry about that if I'm going to piss everybody off tomorrow or something like that, you know, so. And I feel really good about my sobriety. I know it's not going to always be this perfect, and there's going to be hard times and stuff, but I feel like if I go to meetings, I can make it through it. And going in the mornings is so darn helpful. Casper's all good, and Nancy, who wants to hang out with me, my bunny. But I've been spending so much time with Casper, like, just, like, really quality time with him. Because I know, like, one thing when I drank, if I drank even the day before, he could still kind of, like, smell it probably. He kind of want me near him. But now, like, we'll lay down and, like, cuddle for, like, 30 minutes. Like, he'll just sit there. It's so good. He likes if I, like, totally... Bunnies like if they're kind of, like, I call it enveloping him. But they like if, like, they're covered completely. So, like, if they like to scoot their little bums into a bush. I don't know if you ever seen them do that. They burrow themselves in there. Because then no one can get them, you know, no big bird can swoop in, you know, because they're stuck under a bush. But so they actually really like if you kind of cover them up, and I call it, like, enveloping them. And so what I'll do is I'll, like, lay my head next to him, and then I put, like, I'm not on him because I'm not putting my weight on him, but I'm putting, like, my hands on him and, like, kind of, like, covering him kind of like this, like a little cocoon. And he just loves it. He'll stay there so long. And sometimes I'm like, oh, my back is starting to hurt. Casper, we done. You know, I'm just like, nope, I want some more. But I wasn't doing that when I was drinking, you know, because he's like, I don't know, he didn't want to. I think he could smell it and stuff. And I thought it was, like, sneaking it at times, and Rich just like, you could smell it right away, and you act different. I'm like, yeah, it's true. But yeah, yesterday was Annette's birthday. If you guys missed that, we went bowling, and it felt good. I didn't feel tempted to drink at all, like, which I thought going bowling could be an issue. Not that, I mean, I've bowled a lot, but not a ton. But I've bowled sober and non-sober, So it's not like I totally associate bowling with drinking, but, you know, I have drank and bowled before. Back when I was in the Air Force, we used to bowl once in a while. It was mandatory bowling. Oh my gosh, I call it mandatory fun. Casper just like rolled on his back. It's the cutest thing. If you don't pay attention, then he like rolls back to look as cute as possible. Like, excuse me, they won't forget about me. You know, he's just like being so cute. My bunny. But oh yes, everyone was like bragging about the cat. That was the worst thing. What happened is, so Annette had a cat that I guess got lost like, I don't know how many years ago. Like, that's an old cat, like 10 years ago at least. And they called us when we were in LA and they said we had to get it the next day. And we were like, will you hold it till Monday? And they said, yeah. And then Monday was a holiday and they were closed. The whole establishment was closed. And then we go on Tuesday and they said that they had given the cat away. We're like, oh, you're kidding. So disappointing. So we were going to have a cat and a bunny. But we asked Annette if she wants another cat, we'll get her a kitten. She said no. But it was so disappointing because it was such a like up and down for Annette on that one. Because she was so excited. The cat was named Gaga because she used to love Lady Gaga. That's all she used to listen to.
Happy, joy.
And it was just like, we felt so bad because we were in LA for work. It wasn't like we're gallivanting over there, you know what I mean? We're there for work, and we felt bad. They said they would hold it too. We said, please just give us, you know, extra day because we're gonna be, can we get it on Monday? Because they called us on like Friday or Saturday, and they said we had to get it. It was probably they called us on Friday. They were probably closed Sunday. Probably closed on Friday, and then they said you gotta get Saturday. Then I think they closed Sunday, and then they were closed Monday because it was like holiday. I think they were always closed Monday or something. I don't even know. Something like that. We didn't know. And then so we went Tuesday. Like the only time that we could go after the time they had called when we said we'd be back, because we got back Sunday night. I was just unfortunate. So, but she's doing good. She had a great birthday. So we got her. I actually really enjoyed. We went and got some gifts. Me and Rich went shopping together, and we had fun. We got her like some pants and some shirts and things, and we got her some candy, which she doesn't get candy that often. You know, it's a lot of sugar, but so it was her birthday, and she's been getting it a little bit. But we let the ladies know they do their decaf coffee. They were actually doing regular coffee. Not with like a coffee maker. We just do the instant coffee. Because the problem with the coffee maker is they were doing that all day long. So they were doing the regular, but it was really messing with the net. So we went back to the decaf. But the decaf seems to be working well. They like doing their decaf. But Annette makes it all day long. That's why she was like not sleeping at all. The decaf works for her. So everyone seems pretty good in the house. Gloria had a great time bowling. She was so cute. She's actually pretty good at bowling. She goes to the gym every day. Good for her. So we were thinking about other kind of events to do. Annette wants to go to the Mob Museum, so we're going to do that. That's down by Fremont Street. So I don't know what you guys all did for New Year's. We just stayed home. Gloria and Annette went out. They were out till like 1:30 or 2 a.m. I couldn't believe it. Well, you know why. This is why they used to stay out late dancing, is that's when they used to get their caffeine. But then they were getting so much caffeine at home because we were like, man, we're being too strict. Let's let them not have their caffeine. We let Annette pick. Now she don't want the caffeine. She's like, Like she'll be like, give me back the gold sodas because she knows the silver ones have the caffeine, and then she picks the decaf coffee now. She's aware now what the caffeine does for her. It's very intense for her. But when they go dancing, they do the caffeine, and so then they get the energy and they want to dance all night. But when they were getting all the caffeine at home, they were like coming home at like 8 p.m. going like 1 hour, 2 hours. And we're like, you guys done already? But yeah, they stayed out till like 1:30, 2 a.m. And me and Rich just stayed home. I think we were watching some sports, but then I think we both fell asleep and then set the alarms for Gloria and Annette. We usually set the alarm for like around 11 p.m. and then midnight and then like 1 a.m. or like, a couple in between. in case we don't hear the phone ring. Sometimes Gloria just texts us too, and sometimes we don't hear that. Yeah, they stay out later than us. So funny sometimes. Gloria loves to go out on the town. So it was good for me to just stay home because I was how many days, not very many days, sober on the 31st. But yeah, it feels much different than any other time, except for the only thing similar was the last time when I was in AA. I remember it feeling really good until I left AA. So imagine that. But I remember just enjoying things. I remember thinking like that maybe I was just crazy that I enjoyed my time with like I go to those potlucks and things like that, and I was like, am I nuts? Did I really enjoy that? Or was I just being crazy? But now I'm realizing the they're funny. I don't think we'll go to the potlucks because we don't eat, a lot of the food that they serve at the potlucks. But, and then they'll be all offended and we don't want to deal with that. But, we do enjoy the people, and we're exchanging numbers and, hugs with everybody and stuff. Some hilarious people. Everyone makes me laugh. I like that. I haven't laughed in a long time, but every morning I laugh, like a lot. Like almost everybody that shares makes me laugh. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so I am feeling happy. And we have not been sitting around much. I've been being more productive, cleaning more. Like, the house still needs so much cleaning, and I was always doing the basic cleaning, but I'm trying to get deeper cleaning. Like, I really cleaned the toilet today, like really scrubbed it today, both of them. And Richard did the one the other day, actually. He did the one for the ladies, which I hate doing the toilets. I was like, oh, thank you. Gloria does that one sometimes, but Rich did it for them, which was very nice, because I don't think anyone likes doing toilets. But I did ours, and it's been driving me nuts because it's been like, I haven't just not touched it, but I haven't like really cleaned it, And I could even scrub it some more, but I scrubbed it pretty good today. And we need a new toilet, which as soon as we get the money, we already got a quote from a guy. We found a handyman, which is fabulous. So he does things so affordably, because we could not afford that. Oh, the other quotes, they came for things like, get out of here. I'd like to install the dishwasher. We're like, you're out of your mind. They want to charge us like more than we paid for the dishwasher almost to install it. Like, get out of here. So Gloria has some handyman on their phone.
Oh, you know it was.
They did. They wanted to charge us more.
Like $900.
Like $900 to install the dishwasher. We were thinking like $150.
I had no idea what they were using.
Gloria's like, oh, I'm finding someone with $150. So she goes in her phone book. She gets this guy. And, he's just doing everything for us. We got the showers fixed finally. So we got the handles. And they work. So we don't have to have Richard start the showers. Yeah, he did the dishwasher. He did something with the sink out there. We gotta have him come. Oh, he fixed the hose out there or something. And he's gonna come back and fix the toilets as soon as we have a little more money. It's getting much better in here. Everyone's really happy. Oh, Gloria and Annette had so much fun yesterday, and then they loved the cake. We got the cake from Albertsons. Albertsons has really good cake. Annette and Gloria loved it. So last year we tried to do the sugar-free. They were not fans of that one, and they're so sweet about it too. They would not, but I was like, Rich, I don't think they really liked it because they were like, and neither of them finished it today or yesterday. Yesterday. They finished their whole plates. I think both of them did. I think even Gloria finished all of her cake, which is rare. So Annette picked out her cake. She got a custom one, and then it wasn't ready till 11 a.m. So her and Rich went and got it at 11 a.m. So she was excited. And we'd done the gifts already, and I filled up her room with balloons, which they still are. I'll leave them in there for like 2 more days, and then we'll get rid of them. Oh, hey, Mama tried, and yeah, everything's going really well with the fact that I'm, not feeling so anxious. Like it's helping everything else in the house. So my anxiety was causing a lot of anxiety for everybody else. Casper is just like wants attention so bad. Come here, baby. He's pulling his tunnel out. So we got to Casper this new tunnel. Casper is my bunny. It's a fabulous tunnel. It's like this brown wraparound one where the other ones had where it was like they thought it was better to have little like holes in it where the bunny could pop out his head out. But this one's like the whole tunnel. Like, oh gosh, he loves it. He like hides in there. Sometimes we'll be like, where is he? And he's like in that tunnel. He absolutely loves it because it's big and it wasn't a cheap one when it was his Christmas present. So we've been waiting because the other ones were cheaper. You know, like, they have like 2 things and he pops his little head out of one or something. Those ones kept breaking too. Oh my God, Casper just adores this thing. Sometimes we'll be like, where is he? Because you'll hear him like chewing on something and he's like chewing on it from the inside. Hopefully it doesn't deteriorate it too fast. He loves to just chew up everything that's his. So. And everything that's ours too, like my shoes. So I have one pair that I wear out, and I'm like, please don't let me ever go to a meeting with these ones that I wear around the house because they're so gross. But if I wear the other ones, they become like this within about a day. Like, because when he really gets it is when I go to sleep and I leave them on the floor. By the morning, they look just like the other torn up ones. So I have a pair that I wear out. But I'm always like, remember to change my shoes before I leave because they're just these like flip-flops. They're the same ones. But one are like just destroyed. Like I chew on my shoes or something. And then the other ones are still kind of nice. But if I don't change it when I get home, they look like the other ones in a second too. He first goes with a little tag on him. He's so funny. But, let me see. What's today? The 6th, yeah, because yesterday was the 5th. Annette turned 52. She says 28, I think was the 44. Number. And then 44. Oh, yeah, then she says 1982. Which is, that's right? Isn't that the right age? She's so funny. Is 1982, was she before 44? Yeah, she says 28, then she said 44. She's really funny. She had a really good time. I think she did great. I mean, she got it that one time. She did get technically... It was a strike, but it was a spare, if that makes sense. It was the second one, but she got them all at one time, if that makes sense. But it was on the second, so it's actually a spare. But getting all of them at once is the thing, you know what I mean? So I think, but then she got frustrated. When she started getting gutter balls, it was like all gutter balls because she got really frustrated with herself. But she, in the beginning, was doing good. So I think... she kept going because I saw she got a little irritated when she wasn't doing good. Like, because Annette's she was an athlete, you know, she's a really good track star. So she was like the star, you know, she was first place, you know. She's not used to not being good at things. And it frustrates her a lot. And some of it has to do with, you know, this medication that, you know, made her lose some of her, you know, her fingers like twitchy and stuff. So it frustrates her a lot. So I would like for her to kind of like be able to improve that if we keep going. We were talking about that, so I think that'd be fun. I hope she's open to it. I know she was open to it on her birthday, but, you know, we'll see. She's so funny like that. Sometimes she says yes, but she seems like she's more open to things now, so fingers crossed. I know she goes dancing now, so that's an improvement from... So hopefully we can get her to start going bowling. It'd be fun. I like bowling. I'm not great, but I can get better. I bowled, no, I've never bowled consistently. It's like we bowled and then maybe they'll go years without bowling and bowled again or something. You know, I've never like consistently bowled, but we bowled a bit when I was a kid. And then in the Air Force, we were forced to bowl. It was called mandatory fun. It was only, I mean, you know, that sounds hard and that's great. Well, it was only on certain times, you know, like maybe like, there's my bunny, like once every so often. But the problem why it was a bummer is it was like on a Friday, and even though it was better than being at work, you kind of didn't want to be hanging out with all your coworkers, you know, drinking playing bowling on the Air Force Base, you know what I mean? And so that's why it was called mandatory fun, because you were allowed to drink. It was like this one Friday. It wouldn't be very often. It wasn't like once a month. It was like, I don't know, probably once every 6 months or something. I don't know. But it would be on a Friday afternoon, and they would be like, you'd go over at like noon or whatever, and then it'd be like noon to 5. You were still technically kind of working, but you were allowed to drink, which is if you were old enough to drink. And at this time, I must have been old enough to drink because I did drink. Because I did leave the Air Force when I was 21, but I joined when I was 17. But You always be like, I just want to go home. Or like, just go do my own thing, not be like stuck with all my coworkers drinking while I'm bowling. I'm gonna try to, oh, this is, oh, no, he's very antsy right now. This book makes me do things. I'm not ready for like, okay, this is what I could do. I'm gonna do the lion. It says, be the lion. Scared of what you're feeling, brave is what you're doing. Emma Donahue. That's nice.
Yeah, why don't you cover for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
5 minutes easier.
Yeah.
I'll zoom in on what you're coloring, okay?
Mm-hmm. These are too intricate. I don't want one not so complicated, but these ones
do you
are
need something to put it on?
That's my this could be okay, yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be so complicated. These are a lot of... So this one says, be yourself. Forget about being like everyone else. Be bold, be confident, most importantly, be you. These are nice. They have the confidence boosters.
So, Thomas Bailey says, I like to color too. It's very relaxing, especially like wildlife pictures and scenery.
Yeah, these ones are very complex. This is like one of those books you're supposed to, like, it's a workbook. You gotta do things. It wants you, like...
Oh gosh, that sounds stressful.
I know, that's why I was like, oh, I was just trying to color. What's going on here? You're making me work here. Think about things, write my 5-year goals and stuff. Oh, hold on.
5-year goals?
Pretty much it said what's your, like, goal for life or something, right? Your biggest goal for life or something. Oh, Jesus. Asking a lot right now. I guess stay sober right now.
Show yourself.
I know, like, really.
I'm playing with the bunny.
This is a lot of coloring. This is like, holy monkeys. Oh, this is a peacock. Oh, no way, Jose. That's too much. No way. I'm too lazy for that. These are just the kids coloring book. This is the adult coloring book. This is not my... Sorry, this is not my speed. I do not want to get in these tiny things the entire time. I got the carpal tunnel going on here. No, thank you. Sorry, this is a beautiful book. Whoever sent this, I like the words. I'm going to read it, but I am not coloring between these tiny ass things. Oh my! I need that. Where's the big ass kids coloring book? That's what I need. Man, color your lifeline. This is what I'm going to read the things because they says very nice things.
Hey, where'd you get that book? Someone wants it.
You know, I feel like...
Michael's?
No, it was Amazon. I feel like it was totally Tiffany, but it was from our Amazon wish list. See beauty in the details. Life's greatest pleasures are in the details. Turn off your conscious thoughts and absorb positive feelings during a special moment such as a warm shower, a delicious meal, or a nature walk. Be present in the moment and focus on your senses. But I can't do these tiny... I wouldn't say I'm not artistic, but I also wouldn't say I am artistic, if that makes sense. So some people are like, oh yes, that's just let me just try to draw this myself. Forget that. That's never going to happen with me. Nor can I even want to color it. I'm like, it's just too much going on there.
Joy, what's the name of the book? The guy really wants
it's called Express Yourself, Mindfulness Coloring Book. It's really good. I think you get it on Amazon. Express Yourself, Mindfulness Coloring Book. It's fabulous, and it says things, which is really great. Collect experiences. But it's making you do things that I don't know. It's like, write all the places you want to visit on the balloon. So I've kind of already been to all those places. I can write the places, but no, Casper, do not go outside. Is the door open, Rich?
It is closed.
Okay, good.
You closed it.
Good, because he's itching over that way. Together we are one. Diversity is not how we differ. Diversity is about embracing one another's uniqueness. Ola Joseph. Very nice things that it has written down. Let it go. Oh, this is good for me. Soothing music has the power to change your mood, take you away from everyday stresses, and help you feel more relaxed, happier, and positive. Pick a style of music that fits your current mood, and let the music direct your creativity. I always listen to music, as you guys know. Yeah, this is a fabulous book. Taking ownership. The future is yours to control. You are in charge of your own life, and every decision is your choice to make. Are you in control of your future? Are you living on autopilot? Yeah, it's got beautiful photos. But yeah, I haven't colored since I was probably in I don't know, what grade do you stop coloring? I was very, very artistic with projects in school. I love those poster boards. I was like the master of those. So I've always been very artistic to a sense, but I'm not artistic where I'm a drawer or one of those. No, I can't draw to save my life. I can't. I would love to. I just can't. It just doesn't come to me. And when I look at some, no, I just don't draw how it looks. But I do find art to just be amazing. Same with music. That's why music's the one that I finally settled on, because I really didn't have. I do love dance, but I did try to go back to dance several years back, and it was the old lady there. And then they have the old lady ones. But then I was too young at that one, So I was like, I don't fit in, but I can't be, And then I went to one that I was the only person. And it was a lady and her young daughter. It was ballet, and I was like, oh, no. This isn't going to work for me either. She was a phenomenal dancer, but I was like, oh, no, I can't have this much attention. So I decided dance was maybe for when you're younger. I would love to go back to that, though, but music kind of became the thing, and I can't sing, but the more I sing, I do get better at it than I used to be, but I'm in no way good yet, but I enjoy it. People are always back at me, oh, it sounds terrible. I'm like, I know, you should have heard it a couple years ago. I can't even hear it usually, not like I hear it's bad. I mean, Richard will try to play it for me after I sing it. I'm like, oh, no, please don't torture me with making me hear my own singing. And he's like, no, you gotta hear so you get better. I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, oh no. And then he'll make the videos, and then I'm like, oh, please, can we stop? I can't. Don't torture me anymore. So when you guys make fun. I know it's not that I'm sitting here oh, that's the best thing. Give me an album. I actually cringe. Somebody will be playing and I'll have to hear it. Oh, I'll be working on a video and I'll be something I sing in the background or something. Oh no, it's blaring through the house. Oh, I put on my other music I do, or put on the TV or something. Oh no, I can't hear it. Oh. So, but there's a handful of songs that I'm starting to be oh, that's not so bad. Because it always used to be, in my mind, it was really good. When I sang it, especially if I used to not take one of the headphones off one of the ears, and I would be just belting it out, And we lived in apartments, and our neighbors would be banging on the wall because they couldn't hear the music with just me yelling because I'm singing. Yeah, that's why I do it a lot softer now. And I'm kind of building the strength to get where I can sing it a little harder, but I used to just try it, and it was so awful. It was awful. Like, everything was off key, it was off tone, it was everything. Everything was terrible. And I couldn't hit any notes. I still can't, but I don't go for as many now. I kind of, duck the notes now, and I work on my strength. But I would think it was so good because I couldn't hear it, because the headphones are on. And it's such a kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to want to keep singing, I guess, would be a good way to put it, when you see hear the contrast. Because in your mind, because then I don't know how to sing, I just, try to emulate a song that I've heard before or something, you know what I mean? And in my mind, I thought I really had nailed some songs, and I realized pretty much none of them. None of them. And some of them, it was like, oh my God. And it's hard, so, but I'm starting to just be like, you know what, I'm going to do it anyways, so. And it will get better. You can't get worse by continuing to sing. You're not going to get worse because you're practicing, you know what I mean? You can only get better. And that helps me. I like doing it for my sobriety. But I also fight it so much. Like, Richard's always, he sings more than me in the studio. Like, he set up his little used to be the utility room, but luckily the washer and dryer were already in the garage, because that's where they originally set up. So that's where the room that Richard used, the office, is where the washer and dryer would have been, but they were always in the garage, so it worked out perfect. Whoever had the house before Gloria and John, Richard's parents, they had set it up in the garage, so it kind of makes it like a little office, but there's no windows or anything, so it kind of works great for a little studio where you just kind of like box in there. But he'll be like recording stuff, and it's such a pill to get me going there, but I think it's going better now that I'm going to AA. I'm like, because I just was like resistant to do anything, like, because all I wanted to do really was drink, like if I wasn't drinking, I didn't want to drink, where now I don't feel that. It's kind of crazy. And I know there'll be times, I'm sure, that I might feel that way again. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm magically cured and I'll never, but this has definitely been the best I've felt in really several years. So, and I feel grateful to my family. I really did not treat Gloria and Richard and Annette properly in the last couple of years. Because even when I wasn't drinking, I think I was just angry and not really fully sober, So I just feel really like not angry at anyone anymore, kind of calm. So it's nice. I didn't realize it was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be just like, oh, I'm just going to have to do it. Like, I knew I was going to have to do it. Like, it was finally my idea because another event had happened, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to go to AA. Because I realized I'm not able to stop the drinking on my own. Like, I keep thinking I'm going to be able to do it, and then I drink again. So obviously I can't do it. So I said, I'd like to go to AA. Because either that or going to, like, an inpatient. But I know I didn't need inpatient because it wasn't where I couldn't stop. It was I couldn't stop for periods of time. You know what I mean? So I knew I could, AA would work for me. If you can't stop at all, then you have to go inpatient. Like, if you have, like, or you're going to be sick. But mine was I just couldn't stay sober. So I decided that AA was going to be a good option for me, and I'm really loving it, and it so far so good. So it's just amazing, the transformation from like 10 days ago, how different I feel. So this is our day 10 of meetings, and day 10 of sobriety for me. They're the same. So and I'd been sober longer, but it never felt like this. So I said, like, the closest it felt like this was when I was in AA back in my 20s, but it didn't feel like this because I was only 20, 22. You don't fully understand what's going on. I mean, I hadn't even been drinking that long, only 22, you know. And then I stayed in until I was like 26, and then, you know, I got sober many other times during the time. It wasn't like, I feel like, you know, years at a time, like the most 3 years, but it's different, you know, for me, when I'm going to the meetings. I don't know, it feels uplifting. I think it's the spirituality. I know that's what it is. Because, you know, I grew up Christian and I always went to church and stuff. And I don't really want to go to church anymore, but it's nice when you go to meetings. Some of the meetings are at churches and stuff. And just kind of like, we went to one of the speaker meetings that was a church. And I don't know, it felt warm to be back in the church. I mean, I grew up in the church. And so I definitely, it's good to, you know, believe in God. I always did believe in God, but I was definitely angry for a while. So, I don't know, yeah, we were just feeling we're not like so angry like we were, you know, fighting with everybody. Just calmness, you know. And I appreciate everyone's love and support. Thank you. I do feel proud of myself, but I also feel that it's not me. You know what I mean? It's God and it's, you know, the support of everybody in these meetings. Because people are so warm and welcoming, and I forgot how nice it is. And I had been there before, and I was kind of embarrassed to go back, you know. But it's fine to go back, so no one judges you. People go in and out. You just hope you don't go back out again, you know. And I don't know. We really enjoy the morning meetings because it just like really uplifts the day. And I read my daily reflections before I go. I've been reading my big book. I get this little chair because I like to sit in this chair to do my readings instead of that other one. But the trash man here. It's not book day. So I have these bins in the garage I have to fill up. Wait for book day. We have too much trash we don't have the big enough bins. We need to change it, but we just wait for book day. But then it has to, anything that's not like perishable food. I put like the, you know, the cardboards and stuff. Wait for book day. Anyways, I think I'm done. Rich, you want to chat for a minute? I'm pretty done with talking. I know I'm not so, a lot more relaxed. I don't have like a ton of like million thoughts going on, which is good because my brain is, when my brain is that active, it's not good for me. Like and I can't sit still. Like I'm like, we have to go do this, we have to do that, or I'm just gonna sleep all day or whatever. You know, it's like two modes. I'm either like, it's, I guess, that the manic thing. I don't feel manic the last couple of days. I feel very just calm and at peace. And it's been a long time. Maybe it's, well, really been probably since the last day, but probably, you know, I grew up in the church, so I had that always my whole life, you know, the spirituality and the fellowship of other people and stuff. I mean, we used to go to church almost every day. Like, hey. But because my mom was a youth pastor, and we did, she taught on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Friday Bible study, and then Monday was like a woman's meeting, I think, came to our house, and then Sunday is church. So I think Friday and Wednesday was maybe, and sometimes it was things like, Wednesday at my school was chapel. So when I went to private school, which I went to kindergarten to 8th grade, Christian school, that was every Wednesday. So for me, I think the only day that there wasn't church was Saturday when I was a kid. But some sort of church thing. But anyways, so there was always that spirituality that I didn't realize, you know, that had gone away. And it feels kind of good to have that back. So it's different. Like, it's not the same thing. It's better now. You know, I was a kid and it was different. This is like, I don't know. just understand more, But I'm very grateful to Richard. He really cared enough. People are always thinking he didn't care because, he'd be filming or whatever. Sometimes he wanted me to see, and I'd have to watch the videos, which was good to see yourself, because it's hard to watch yourself when you're drinking, but it's really good. And I watched a couple of live. Oh my god, embarrassing, but it is good if you can do that, because it is really hard to do. You don't want to do it, even if you remember, it's different than you usually remember. Like, you're lamer than you usually remember. You're more embarrassing, slurring more or whatever you're doing, or being ridiculous. So he kind of finally was like, you gotta do something about this because it's getting out of control. And without the support of like another person, I don't like that. Like my husband, like to that level, I don't think I could have done it. So I'm super appreciative, and he's been, driving me every day, which I don't really want to be driving yet anywhere. Even as confident as I feel, like I really have just removed myself from the opportunity to get alcohol. Now I could walk, and that's what I would do if I, get pissed off. I'd just walk, but it takes like 30 minutes to an hour to go get alcohol. I'm tired by the time we get there. So I had to really consider that. So, but it's not something I want anymore. But I appreciate not everyone can do that. Not everyone has someone that can help them. But if you do, like, just remove yourself from going grocery shopping, in the beginning, or going to the gas station, wherever you would get your alcohol. Definitely avoid liquor stores or bars. That one's obvious. But if there's a place, maybe you went to a certain restaurant or something, or a certain store where you always got your alcohol, have someone go for you, or go to a different store, because it's you just have to like change your habits. So I really appreciate that, because before I went to AA, it was like Richard would be going shopping, and then it would be enough days, because sometimes it would be longer than the 10 days, but all the time I was kind of like counting down in my mind, not realizing that I was hoping to like drink again, and I didn't realize I was doing this until just recently. So I went to AA, and kind of more clarity about this. But it'd be enough days that he would kind of trust me again, and then as soon as I was able to go to any place by myself, like the grocery store, grab some myself, buy myself two of whatever it was. It usually be like two hard ciders, or two kombuchas if it was the Whole Foods, or 2 beers or something, and then I would I'll buy them, and not tell Richard, you buy them with cash, and then by the time I drink those, he would know I was drinking. I'm oh darn it. And then I would just get all pissed off and then just leave. And then walk my ass the 30 minutes to an hour, depending on where you're going, to find more alcohol. So it was becoming something that was occurring more often, But now I don't feel that way. Like, I'm not like, oh, I hope I can, get an excuse to go to the store. So I'm not feeling, but I'm also just not even putting myself in that situation. I'm like, you just shopping, that's fine. I don't need to go in there. I don't need to go in there. I do feel a little lazy just sitting in the car. Like, if we go, like if we stop on the way home, I'll be sitting in the car, but I'm like, I don't need to go in the store. Like, I don't need to, walk by the alcohol section if I don't have to, you know what I mean? It's not that it's that controlling, it's just, well, it is that controlling, but it's, I don't need to do that unless I have to, you know what I mean? So I really appreciate that. And I will eventually, go back to the stores. But I'm only 10 days into it, and like that's why I was like, I can't go to New York, because I don't think I could do that. I do think I can do this in Vegas. I don't know if I could do it in New York. Not this early. I think in the future I can, when I'm sober for longer, but not right now. it's just too many days on my own. And I feel like what would happen is I would try to go to an AA meeting, but then I would get lazy about it, and then not too long I'd start drinking in New York because it's, too many days. And like this trip, I already had someone that was going to pick me up from the airport who's someone that I've drank with in the past, a client. And so that was going to be an issue right away. They were going to want to probably go to a bar. And then I had someone that was already dropping me off at the airport. I still have those plane tickets. Like, I could go, it's tomorrow. But I just don't think it's good for my sobriety. And I feel really confident about, like, choosing my sobriety over, like, the finances, and that the finances will work themselves out in the sense of, like, there'll be business in Vegas or LA, wherever, or both. Hopefully both. Because I think at the end of the day, it wouldn't pan out because it takes me so long to get back on my feet again that I don't know how much these trips are even paying off anymore. They were in the beginning when I wasn't going so far and so deep and making so many mistakes in the sense of wasting money when I'm in New York, and wasting, time I should be working and getting too drunk. But I also am taking too long to recover when I get back that I'm missing all the business that is in Vegas when I get back. Like, I miss somebody calls and I'm like, oh, no, I can't get out of bed yet. Because I'm like, I feel too sick from New York. It takes me like several days when I first come back from New York. Usually like a week, I can really get out of bed. So it's just not paying off. But I am kind of sad to not go, not because of the alcohol, believe me. That sounds like a nightmare. Like, right now that sounds like the opposite. But just the fact that I love New York, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like New York stuff all over my room. But it also feels good to not go. To just be like, oh, I don't have to deal with that right now. Because it's really cold in January. And I'd be freaking out right now because I'd be leaving tomorrow. I'd be like, oh, I'm not even packed at all. So it'd be a nightmare. But it is scary because we are hurting financially. So fingers crossed and praying to God that Vegas picks up a little bit and LA, because I just don't think New York is right for me. And that's where we just have to trust God that it's, because it doesn't feel like it's right that I'm like, even if we can make money, like I have to not be sober. And I just don't know if I can do it on my own in New York. It's too hard for me there. Because New York is just a whole nother ballpark for me. Maybe in the future, like I think like if I've been sober like a long time, but even I don't know, New York is just, I'd rather kind of stay away from there. It just, I don't know, it breeds addiction, and I don't like that. Vegas for us has always been a place that we've gotten sober. We've struggled a little bit here, but we've always gotten sober here. When we came from other places, because it's weird. But Rich, you want to talk for a minute? I'm getting a little tired.
Okay, great. Let's call it a night.
Would you like to chat for a minute?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, you guys. We'll catch you later then. Thanks, everybody. You can take my money from me.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Hi, Caspi. Do you guys want to see the Caspi?
Thank you, everybody. Ooh, my butt's getting sore.
Is it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good chat today?
Yeah.
You talked for about 2 hours.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Very nice. Thank you, everybody.
Well, thanks, B-Mac Preacher. Yeah, I appreciate the support. We've been working on it. A lot of it was because we came out here, we were doing our thing, but then there are a few people out there that were really hateful and just like made up a bunch of lies about Joy and me. And they take stuff out of context and stuff for their own benefit. So it's just like, I think it really drove Joy crazy. All right, guys. Thomas Bailey, take care.